In Mark chapter 1, verses 16 through 20, we read, "Passing alongside the Sea of Galilee, he saw Simon and Andrew, the brother of Simon, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. And Jesus said to them, 'Follow me, and I will make you become fishers of men.' And immediately they left their nets and followed him. And going on a little further, he saw James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother, who were in their boat mending the nets. And immediately he called them, and they left their father Zebedee in the boat with the hired servants and followed him." As Mark presents to us the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, he makes clear for us with this story early on that this isn't just about what Jesus did, but it's also about how we as people respond to him. Because as Mark gives us this glimpse of his own father figure, Simon, who would go on to be known as Peter, he shows us business people, fishermen, with a trade, a worthwhile skill, making a difference in the world. He shows us family guys, as Simon is working alongside his brother Andrew. His brothers James and John are working with their father Zebedee. And it's in that context of real, everyday life that Jesus calls. He calls them saying, "Follow me, and I will make you become fishers of men." And in that brief call, Mark highlights for us the ultimate challenge of his gospel. Because when Jesus begins by saying, "Follow me," there's an implicit challenge there for us to truly know who Jesus is, to see where he's going, who he speaks to, how he speaks to them, what he does, and how he goes about doing it, but then to imitate, to emulate, to let him be the one that leads us through real life each day, to let him be the one to show us what really matters, how to start our day, how to end our day, how to interact with people each moment of the day in between, how to truly live. But Jesus doesn't just show us how to live, because when he says, "Follow me, and I will make you become," he reveals to us that he is actively working with us. He is actively working in us to transform us when we choose to follow him. If you are a follower of Jesus, he will change you as you make him your example, as you allow him to set the direction, to shape the priorities, to be the one that's truly over your schedule and your budget and how you use your gifts. And when Jesus says to these men who were actively fishing as an occupation, "Follow me, and I will make you become fishers of men," he shows us that as Jesus transforms his followers, he starts with who we are, with what we're interested in, with what we're good at. He meets us there, but he reshapes it. He elevates it. He allows us to become something more, where all of those interests and all of those relationships and everything that we do in work each day serves a greater purpose, God's purpose, and his desire to reign with his creation, his desire that we might all truly know him by coming to know and follow his beloved Son, Jesus. Appreciate that as God's Holy Spirit inspired Mark to record this, he didn't just record it so that we would know what Jesus did any more than he recorded it so that we would know how Peter came to know Jesus. When Mark records this important interaction and the life-altering decision that Simon Peter and Andrew and James and John came to make because of it, it is implied that this is Jesus' invitation to us too. This isn't recorded just so that we know how Simon and Andrew and James and John became followers of Jesus. This is recorded to make us ask, are you following Jesus? Will you follow Jesus? If you will, he will make you become something so much more than you would ever imagine.